Hello, hey there. Dang, I might as well change oh yeah, it's time for W balls. That's how I feel. But man, listen, it's been a great weekend. A lot of wrestling happened over the weekend. I even saw some of it. Keep it real with you. I saw what was needed. So hey, we're about to talk about wrestling like nobody else in the world. And that means that you have officially chosen to get ready for what we call the first Black Champ podcast. And I am still your podcast intercontinental champion. And from the port, tough guy. Oh,
And I am JR Bang. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download to the Barbershop Network, home of First Black Champ. Make sure you go ahead and get that merch. Follow us on everything at the FBC POD. And good show prepared. Because there was a lot of stuff subliminally that happened over the weekend. It was a lot of subliminal and non-subliminal action, which is why we've named this show The Art of the Promo. Because I think Friday, what we saw on SmackDown was the best way to have a conversation about promos spoken promos and non-verbal. So that's what I said, verbal and non-verbal promos.
yeah.
So let's start with the promo that everybody has been talking about all weekend long. John Cena's pipe bomb.
Yeah.
So for those who missed SmackDown, or those who not aware, or was a baby, I guess it was like 2011. I think it was, but the pipe bomb that started it all, or at least started it all in the WWE. Where after a match, crazy enough, talk about long-term storytelling. After a match on Raw with John Cena versus R-Truth, and R-Truth putting John Cena through a table, John Cena is laid out, and CM Punk comes to the top of the ramp, sits Indian style, and gives the pipe bomb that everybody has been talking about, as John Cena would say, 7 years. John Cena did his own based off of the pipe bomb.
Yep.
And again, the internet has gone wild, just like they did 7 years ago. Well, as John Cena put it, CM Punk was the best in the world for what, 14 minutes 7 years ago? So I can already see it on your face how you felt about that promo, but the floor is yours. Talk to us about the promo and what did you like about it?
Man, Jonathan Cena is going crazy, right? Man, so I will say this, even though I would have loved for a more destructive table, like Punk to the table kind of thing, to leave him laying that long in the ring. Like, I'm a grown man, so like if I was 7, this would probably be like, oh my god, look, he knocked him out cold for like 15 minutes. But I'm sitting here like, bro, like Punk's trying to stay as still as possible. He's trying to stay as still as possible to get the rest of this off. Pause. But man, I thought this was great. As soon as he grabbed the mic and sat on the turnbuckle, I was like, wait a minute, what we about to do here? And then he got about 3 lines in, and I was like, oh, this is what we about to do here. And I'll say this, to show, unless we want to like get a little long form in the speaking on the promo itself. I love this moment. It's literally I guess it is the let's go Cena sucks debate, right? Like that promo in itself. Because if you already love Cena, then this is great. And if you thought Cena sucks, it's like, well, wow, how can you deny him though after this? Like, literally, doing the 8 Mile, if you will, of the promo that really is about John Cena. the pipe bomb is literally about John Cena being the biggest star and how CM Punk feels that he has to take him out. And now literally where we flipped it, where John Cena knows he's the biggest star and says, you can't take me out. That's why I'm leaving. He's like, you can't take me out, but I'm leaving. So it don't even matter. And the power in this promo for me was the fact that, one, he used harsher curse words, and you know what I'm saying? There was no Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt in sight, but I mean, hey, that's still cool. But most importantly for me, though, Bang, the fact that, you know, where Punk highlighted Cesaro, Zack Ryder, and Dolph Ziggler, Cena goes, sets the IWC on fire, gets the fourth rope, and he's naming Claudio and Matt and Nick. And now and for me, that's big, because never would you ever think that happens in a WWE ring. And you damn sure know that that's not happening at the Vince McMahon SmackDown. It's like, nah, fam. You not doing that. You're not going to say those others wrestlers' name. That's not like that. We don't trademark. You're not saying the names that we don't trademark.
Wait a minute. I saw something on the internet yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
I know you ain't been on the internet like that, so I'm glad that you probably did not see this.
Okay, let's do it.
I saw it this morning too. Somebody pointed out that maybe the Matt, the Nick, and the Claudio wasn't the person or the people he was talking about. They were saying maybe, even though he said their full names, internet be investigating.
Yeah.
Matt Cardona, Matt Jackson. Nick Nemeth, Nick Jackson. That's a tag team that we've affectionately called on here Super Kick Twins. Where they at? AEW. Also, CC might not be Claudio Castagnoli, however you pronounce that shit. It could be Colt Cabana. So could the Matt and Nick been the Young Bucks, and could the Claudio Castagnoli, however you pronounce it, could that CC been Colt Cabana? It is. So I'll say this. I didn't care for it at first, because I'm just like, I think it was better for me if it was the night before.
I got you.
Because now we got another week to go. Yeah. And now we got to hear Punk say some shit. And to be honest, this is one of those things where I don't care to hear from Punk. Now we got to wrestle. I don't. So if Punk don't say nothing, if he don't touch a mic on Friday, then I'm cool. But if he touches a mic, it's probably not going to be better than what we saw.
But now, see, but that's where my mind goes, because if let's say that you were young enough but old enough to remember the era. So let's say 2011, you were like 13. And well, now let's use.
Yeah, I ain't got time for Marley. I ain't got time for all that shit. Like,
yo,
CC, right. Nigga, CNC Music Factory.
You know what I'm saying? I shot the dude because I thought he was Ice-T back in the day. You got, like, let's say you were like 10 years old in 2011 now, and you remember the pipe bomb promo, and it's the greatest thing in the world. And now you are essentially 24 now. And you see Cena's version of the same pipe bomb. To me, because even I'm thinking like this at my age, we never truly got a response to the pipe bomb. Like, who was able to out pipe bomb the pipe bomb? It never really happened. And then it became a thing where Punk was just trying to outdo himself. and then but it started fizzling out pretty quick. Especially after Triple H got in that situation and was like, "Nah, hey, bro, no, you're not about to pipe bomb me. How about this? Like, how about that you want to be John Cena and me, and it just ain't happening for you."
And we know you want the ice cream, fam. We know you want the ice cream bar.
Exactly.
So
like, don't come in here with a modern you an ice cream bar and a t-shirt. No, you're not doing that. but there was I for one in 2011 I was waiting for so who was going to respond to that? Like, we didn't even hear from Vince on that. So I am kind of curious to see what he says, because everything, much like Punk said, he felt everything that he said was applicable ago. Everything that John Cena said is applicable. It's like, well, respond to this. Like, respond to this, because hey, this didn't go how you thought either. This didn't go how you said it would either. And you did that and you left, and only the people that truly like indie wrestling think that you're the best in the world. And now the jig is up on them too, because now they don't mess with you. So I am kind of curious to see what Punk could say, especially with the way he ended the promo. It's like, oh, so he was just like, look, I took the hardest shit, pause, and I've made it greater for this era. Just like what my man say, was it Marley? He made it a hot line, he made it a hot song. Like, this is kind of one of those things. Yeah,
that's why I just want to see him fight now. Like, everything you just said is why I'm like, all right, y'all got to fight now. And here's the thing. The one thing that I will say for me, it confirmed, is that John Cena's greatest opponent is CM Punk. It's not Randy Orton. It's not Edge. It's not JBL. It's not none of these folks. That's what it confirmed for me. It confirmed for me that his greatest opponent is John Cena. Because John Cena is everything that he wanted to be. Like, for CM Punk, John Cena is everything he wanted to be, but didn't get the opportunity. CM Punk, is everything John Cena wanted to be. Look, you can't tell me that John Cena wanted to be this cookie cutter, clean image as wrestler. He wanted to be ruthless aggression John Cena. Then he wanted to be rapping John Cena. This happened because kids liked him.
Yeah.
I think John Cena would rather be CM Punk. And because how much CM Punk loves wrestling, he wanted to be John Cena. I think he really wanted the ice cream bar and the t-shirts and the movie roles and all that. Because what do you get in this business to be if you want to be at the top? You just wanted it to do it your way. Just like Cena wanted to do it his way. But Vince McMahon had other motives, other thoughts, other reasons to make each of them what they were, where they were. And if CM Punk didn't do what he did in the Indies, because really, the Summer of Punk 2011 is a play off of his Summer of Punk run in Ring of Honor, where he won the title. Everybody, he was leaving for WWE Developmental. Everybody thought he was going to lose the belt. He didn't. He said, F you to everybody. Then in saying F you to everybody, he gets the ROH championship, puts it on the table, and signs his developmental contract on the belt. And then everybody spent the summer trying to take the belt off of him because he said he was going to take the belt to the WWE with him. 2011, same thing. He won at Night of Champions. He put the belt in the refrigerator. Everybody was wondering if he was, but he actually left. He came back. just like in ROH, he came back with Cult of Personality. He did the same thing here. So it's just a play off of one of the greatest indie storylines of all time. The thing is, though, is what makes it easier is because these two guys respect each other. And I believe that they want to be each other. They just didn't get a chance to do it. So
I'm not mad at
when
that.
so when I look at all of the people that John Cena has faced, him versus CM Punk is like looking in the mirror, in my opinion. And you're looking in the mirror of what you wanted to be as opposed to what you ended up being. So it's easier for them to rage off on promos against each other the way that they do, because I think it comes from an honest place. Because they each want to be the person that they're squaring off against. And it also makes for a great match as well, because CM Punk can have a great match with a broomstick. But John Cena said something that a lot of people have been saying. But the way he said it, I said, oh, he killed him. This was the ether moment. I'm gonna tell you the ether moment for me, and you can tell me the ether moment for you in this promo.
Okay.
It was the 5 words of doom, or the 5 promos of doom piece. I said, damn.
Yeah. Hey.
You won. When he said that, I said, oh. Ooh. He basically just told CM Punk he been rattling off the same promo since we met.
Hey,
if I'm doing the same 5 moves, you're doing the same promo, fam. What we doing here?
Hey, listen. That was it for me, because and for me, the entendre and why it was so bad is because, yeah, CM Punk billing himself as the best in the world. We all definitely know he is a great wrestler. Nobody's ever questioning that. But the fact that when you do ask even the most diehard to the most casual fan of wrestling, they're not going to talk to you about CM Punk matches. They're going to talk to you about CM Punk promos, and they're going to start with the pipe bomb. And maybe, like, if somebody as astute as you are, they're going to go back to his indie days. But it's only like 1 or 2 moments. So even in that, I was like, oh, damn. He just highlighted the thing that everybody casual will know or will hype up or be like, oh, this is why you should like CM Punk. Like, this is like, you know, he's the man. Did you see this promo? Did you see this one? Did you see how he fucking torched Triple H? Like
this is why I said they're the same wrestler. What's the movie, the Jordan Peele movie that you said that you ain't necessarily like no, you said you ain't like Get Up like that. But it's us. This is CM Punk and John Cena is us. They're the same person, it's just twisted around.
Yeah.
5 moves of doom, 5 promos of doom.
Yeah.
Tattoos, not tattoos. Straight edge, I ain't really straight edge, but I got straight edge tendencies.
Right.
That's both of them.
Yeah,
they are the same person, just flipped.
You like Nikki, I like AJ.
Right. It is like upside down world between those two. And that to me is the reason why everything that these guys do is epic.
Yeah.
And
I respect that.
For me, this is why The Rock fucked all of this up. Because we could have got to this a long time ago.
Very true. Yeah.
Because I don't think John Cena's, and I see Russ said it was an accidental double turn. No. That right there, it's not only is it not a double turn, it just shows why they did not have to go full heel turn in order to make John Cena a little bit more edgy.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Hey, and even with that, for me, Russ, look, I've been saying for 2 or 3 weeks, no, this was the plan. Like, after The Rock started rocking, it was like, man, look, how can we turn this on a dime to just make the second half of this retirement run better? And I don't think this was by accident at all. I think that obviously Punk and Cena were going to work together in some capacity. I think an Elimination Chamber, that should have been a thing. But no, I think everything about this was supposed to go this way. I just think there's an extra element of the story because of how this all started.
Yeah, that's another one. You change your morals like I changed my t-shirts. Same person. Upside down. Upside down, John Cena is CM Punk. Upside down, CM Punk is John Cena. They're the same.
Yeah.
Like how I be telling y'all about. So I'm going to pivot this just a tad because it was something that I saw over the weekend that Stephanie Verqueer said. She said that she likes being in the WWE. She mentioned that her character, the current character she has right now, is a heel. Everywhere else. But it's a face here. John Cena's character is always been, to me, Kurt Angle heel-like. Except everybody likes him. When you look at a lot of the face characters in the WWE, going back to Hulk Hogan, if you want to take this back to January 1984, other places they would be a heel because they would be holier than thou. Both of the two characters we're watching right now are mad at each other because each of them believes that they're holier than thou.
Yeah.
Simple as that. But you know who loves them? The WWE Universe. CM Punk thinks John Cena is holier than thou. You ain't as good as you think you are. You're not as all of this, the character that you put on, you're not that. You're phony. Yeah. John Cena, like, I know you are, but what am I? CM Punk, I know you are, but what am I? It's a whole, go watch Pee Wee's Playhouse, fam. This is a whole load.
And the documentary too, by the way.
That's fire. A great documentary, by the way. I got to watch it again, but that was a great documentary, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's a whole bunch of, I know you are, but what am I to both of them, except it's a fight that's going to happen with it. And that's why I love them two wrestling each other, because you're looking in the mirror and you're seeing the person that you want it to be, but you end up hating because you never got a chance to be that. John Cena hates the character of CM Punk because that's what he didn't get a chance to do. And CM Punk hates the character of John Cena because that's what he did not get a chance to do. And he felt like he was being held back. And John Cena's like, I ain't hold you back. There was nothing to hold you back from. I'm me. And I'm going to always be me. And that's what I love about this rivalry. I'm actually kind of upset that this starts the road to SummerSlam, because this means that at SummerSlam, these two wrestlers don't wrestle each other, which is why I am pissed that CM Punk did not win King of the Ring, or he will not win King of the Ring. Yeah. Not gonna lie to you, fellas. I don't have to see CM Punk in goddamn Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I don't. And this is why. Because I would rather see this on the road to SummerSlam as opposed to on the road to Night of Champions, even though I understand the historical references of Night of Champions, belt on the line, pipe bombs, all of that. I'm sitting here like, if this is what y'all giving us for Night of Champions, what you gonna give us for SummerSlam? Because it better not be Cody versus Cena.
No, and I don't think it will be. But see, for me, going back to what you said, if this is the greatest rivalry, the true greatest rivalry, if it's really not Cena Orton, if it's really Cena Punk, and it's now 2 nights for SummerSlam, I don't see how they are going to deprive the American audience a chance to see what somewhat would be the rubber match. The rubber match within the rubber match, like, because Punk beat Cena, left with the belt. But then there was this both the belts thing. But now, if you just fast forward, we got another pipe bomb and another match to win. In my mind, Cena wins this for some reason. And we know, like, look, man, his special move is belt to the face, like the belt to the face from the corner. That's his new finisher. I don't see this story ending with just that and just that one match. I think the only two matches that Cena will want to run back will be Cody and Punk, because essentially they have been the future of the business every time he's on top. Pause.
I feel you. But whoever wins this King of the Ring is going to get that match. And actually, I want to transition to the art of the promo, part 2. When you don't say nothing. When your facial expression says it all. when you're trying to get a chance to talk and then the entrance music comes on. And it's your homie. But you got to wrestle your homie. But you like, fuck you doing that here. This is my time. You don't even go here. Then Sami Zayn comes. And you like, you ain't even gonna win. You ain't got no chance. You going up against my big homie. I don't even know why you here. Then the big homie comes. And you like, oh shit. I know everybody wanted me to fight the big homie at WrestleMania, but I might have to fight him in Saudi Arabia to get my get back at John Cena. But he don't like John Cena either.
And I already let you know what it is.
I'm gonna shout out my son here. I'm gonna shout out Trey. For those who's been listening to this podcast for almost 8 years, who's been around us the whole time, you've heard this kid grow up. Now, I might be dumb. I'm gonna say this, Camp. I might be dumb. I might be slow here. I might not have paid attention to it, but it's me, him, and the wife. We were sitting on the couch, and we was watching SmackDown on Friday. And as I always do when I see Randy Orton, I say, "Hey, go my man Randall Keefe." So the wife goes, "That's his whole name?" It's like, "Yeah, Randall Keefe Orton." So Trey goes, "So he named the RKO after his name?" And I said, "Wait a minute. I ain't realized that."
Oh, wait, for real?
I did not realize that, Camp. That's how much I have not even thought. Like, I ain't think about it. I didn't even think to say, like, that's why I say I might be dumb. I might not be paying attention. I might just be that much of a Randy Orton fan that I ain't even think like it's something to the name here. Like, cause sometimes they have a wrestler that sometimes they have an acronym that don't mean shit. But when he said that, I said, "Wait a minute. Oh shit, I'm dumb." This whole time I ain't realized that RKO meant Randall Keefe Orton. The three most dangerous letters that comes from his name. I ain't realized it.
Listen.
Look,
this is hilarious.
I was so happy that it came from my son, but I was like, damn, I feel dumb. But I'm cool. Like, it's all right. It's all right. It's cool. I know him years late. But like I said, wrestlers be making goddamn. They took attitude adjustment from AA.
Yeah. No, it was because I mean, and at first it was the FU because it was a response to the F5. So I get it, but now
there's a butt to it. I know there's a butt to it.
But you know,
like, I feel you, dog, but I don't feel you. As I said, I feel you, dog, but I don't feel you. Like, how did you miss that?
Yeah, because I mean, even listen, it was I was calling it the Randy knockout into the CM Punk Randy Orton story.
But see, right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could have been something else. I ain't think Randall Keith Orton.
Yeah. Hey, but when CM Punk kept calling him Randall Keith Orton in the promo, when they first I think it was like for the title, it might have been, and I was like, oh wow, yo, that's probably the other RKO. I was like, so maybe it ain't the Randy knockout. Maybe it's the Randall Keith Orton. I'm in the house just doing that. Hey, so for your son to put you on today. I love it. Hey, but you know what? Hey, listen. Hey, look. Like I be telling people, man, it's not that you got here late, it's that you got here. So it's all good.
Hey, I'm just happy my son put me on something. You know what I'm saying? This is very rarely gonna happen. It's very rarely gonna happen. But going back to the joint, man. So Cody, each time somebody came out, Cody looked irritated. Each time he was just like
all right,
y'all. Okay.
So we go from getting 15 minutes to 0, huh? Okay,
right.
That's what
so does this guarantee that Cody is going over on Jay? But also, there's a lot of people I've seen on the net that just was like, just a little character changes, twinges. There's been subtle character changes or things that have happened with Cody. Even a couple of weeks ago when Cody and Seth Rollins was in the ring, and Seth Rollins walked over to Cody and whispered something to his ear. Now, that could have very well been, hey, yo, we're going to do this when we're going to do it like this. Boom, boom, boom. But it's just been small things, little small nuggets. So because of that, am I tripping by saying, hey, might be a chance that Cody loses this, starts getting frustrated because he's not getting what he wants, and somebody's more popular than me?
I think it's possible. Piggybacking off of what Russ had just said a little earlier. When I saw Randy Orton win the qualifying match against Sami Zayn, I'm like, damn. The only stories we just getting is Cody Rhodes stories, huh? Like that's just it. Because I'm sitting here like, out of the 4 people left in this, the story that I'm actually most interested in is the Sami Zayn story. Like, where does Sami Zayn get his world title match that does not involve the tribal chief? Like, where does that story pick up? Why have we not got to that? So, shoot, I'm irritated. Cody irritated. Shit, I'm irritated. I'm irritated that every time 8 wrestlers. It don't even matter. It was 24 wrestlers in this, wasn't it? And we telling his story again. Like, yo, come on, fam. So for me,
okay. So let me say this. Let me say this, because I didn't have this on here. But I want to, as Liam yells, I want to ask this question: are we officially done with Cody's story? Not storylines. I want to make sure this is said right. Not talking about storylines. Talking about stories. Are we tired of the story and it being revolving around Cody?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, and you know what? I officially knew that I was tired when his music hit and Michael Cole says the quarterback. I'm like, okay. I was like, all right, we're giving them new names. Here's a new name. Like, what happened to just the American Nightmare, the son of the plumber? You finish your story. You got your daddy belt for him. Like, bro, now we're giving you a new name. New names usually involve new characters. Run down the list. First, it was Stone Cold. That was just Austin 3:16. But then there's the Rattlesnake. And then was it something about Beerfield Mayhem? Whenever they did something different. But Randy Orton went from not the blue chipper, because they used to call homie that. But at first he was the third generation superstar. Then he was the Viper. Then he was the Legend Killer. Now he's the Apex Predator. Now he's the Living Legend. Like, it's like every time they give you some new moniker, it just extends your story. And the fact that basically they're not playing with our intelligence to the point where, like, you know, we still want to see the continuation of his original story. But you call him the man QB1, you call him the man the quarterback. He ain't got no belt. He ain't been booked in no main events. Obviously, that's the play. It's like the play literally is, hey, yo, the dude that ain't even been here, the dude that ain't even got a title match booked, yeah, we telling his story. That's at the forefront. I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm with you too. When I heard them say QB, he's the quarterback, I was like, who the head coach? Who's the GM? Who's the running back?
You know
Who's the wide receiver? Who's the tight end? Who's the offensive line?
Yeah.
Like, who's the Ray Lewis? Like, who's the Ed Reed? Like, who's the Lawrence Taylor? Like,
Yeah.
that's when you know you ran out of nicknames. You know you ran out of nicknames when you start saying he's the quarterback, he's QB1. So if he's QB1, who's QB2? Because, you know, sometimes the most popular quarterback in the quarterback room is the backup. So who's the backup? Like, who's the, and Russ, you're right. And I'm only not going to put that up because you spelled his name wrong. But, yeah, if he's QB1, he's the Aaron Rodgers of the WWE. Mm-hmm. And we're on Barbershop Network. I ain't going to hold you. Some dude, first black champ, Summer Sessions. Mm-hmm. All the pods I'm on every last pod you've heard me on, you've heard me say how much I hate Aaron Rodgers. I hate him. But dedicate this to my wife, because she said this about us a couple weeks ago when we talked about workers and how we was just naming people. Now, since Cody Rhodes is the quarterback, right, who is the running back in the WWE? Let's go. If Cody Rhodes is the running back, if Cody Rhodes is the quarterback, who's the running back? And when we say running back, are we talking about running back how it's used now? Is it Saquon Barkley, Barry Sanders, Walter Payton? Who's the running back of the WWE if Cody Rhodes is the quarterback? Let's go ahead and put this depth chart.
Look, if you're asking me about the depth chart, it's Sami Zayn, because Sami Zayn's getting the most carries. Okay. He's providing you first downs. He's getting you to the chips. But we just never give him MVP. He don't get most improved player. Like, he might have the most yards of the year. We don't celebrate it. Like, bro, it was like, yo, hey, shouldn't he get to hold the trophy? Like, yo, he got y'all here. He literally got everybody in this scenario here.
Yeah, do we put a fullback? Fullback is damn near non-existent. Shouts out to Larry Sanders, though. Do we need a fullback here? Like, let's go to wide receiver. Let's go to wide receiver one. I will say Seth Rollins is wide receiver one.
Okay.
I will give you
that's
that.
Fair.
Wide receiver two, though. Who's on the other side? If Seth Rollins is Jerry Rice, who's John Taylor? See, if Seth Rollins is Michael Irvin, who's the other dude that I forgot
Alvin
his name?
Harper.
Alvin Harper. Who's Alvin Harper? Yeah, who's Alvin Harper?
Hey, you know what? Right now, it would have to be CM Punk. It would have to be CM Punk. Yeah.
Oh, Russ, Kevin Owens was the fullback. All right. But is Russ, he like Sam Gash? Is he like Sam Gash? Or is he like Larry Sanders? Because Larry Sanders is the first running back to ever catch 100 passes. So
then he's definitely Larry Sanders. Because hey, listen, Kevin Owens put his life on the line for us to get to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you. All right, man. Who the tight end? Who the Jay Novacek? The Brett Jones? Like, who's that? Like,
the guy too.
Man, see, that's what I'm talking about. Who the tight end of the WWE? Pause.
Man, right? Yeah. Hey, you know what? Even though I do agree with whoever said LA Knight, I think it was Donnie. But you know what? I'm going Brian Breaker, because we got Tony Gonzalez potential there. They looking for him to be the greatest or one of the greatest.
He could be Travis Kelce in this home.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
With the right woman, because he be around. He be around though.
Hey,
he be around the locker room. He be around the locker room. He get Taylor Swift though.
Yeah.
Who's the center? Who's the center of the WWE? Who hiking the ball to Cody?
So we got that. We gotta give him. Is it Jeff Saturday? Is that the bar? Is the bar Jeff Saturday?
Kevin Mawai. You know what I'm saying? Who's the Kevin Mawai of WWE?
Oh, you know what?
The Alex Smack of the WWE.
Man, you know, and this might be short changing a little bit, but I think we don't recognize dominance the right way sometimes from the center position. I'm gonna say Gunther, man. I'm gonna go Gunther at the center. Because it's like, hey, what he's doing, yeah, it's not gonna be as polarizing as John Cena, Cody, or Jay. But you can't say it don't matter. You can't say it don't matter.
So would the left guard and the right guard in this case be Bronson Reed and Otis?
For sure. Because, hey, look, and perfect example. Because for the left and right guards, either you helping us win or you helping us need to sign more 10 days. That's what it is. Hey, and Otis and Bronson Reed both had both of those runs where they were like, oh, wait, hold on. Can we put them in a title picture in this work? Could this really be something? And I'm like, oh, damn. But then we're like, oh, damn, when what happened? Last year, you was it.
Hey.
So, yeah.
I got a surprise pick at left tackle.
Let's go.
Cody Rhodes protector. On the left tackle is Chad Gable. On the right tackle is El Grande Americano. Yeah!
Hey, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad.
Hey, man, because they do shit that make you forget sometimes.
Yeah, hey.
Do some shit that make you forget sometimes.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's very protective of the quarterback. And we got head coach. Is Paul Heyman the head coach? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna put Paul Heyman as the head coach.
Yeah,
you know who I'm gonna put as the head coach here?
Who was that?
Man who needs more respect on his name because he get in and he get out. He ain't got to be all in the videos. Adam Pearce.
Because to me, Paul Heyman is the OC. I think Paul Heyman is the OC, offensive coordinator.
I think Paul Heyman is the GM. I think Paul Heyman putting a lot more a lot more plays together than we know. He's that influential. So now on the defensive side of the ball, hey, Roman Reigns, he the 3-tech. He the 3-tech DT, where he used to play in the first place. That's where all the hitters at. Damian Priest, DN, Drew McIntyre, DN, other person in the middle, Jacob Fatu. Yeah, that Jacob Fatu. Oh, he's Warren Sapp. I see Donnie say they the Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher. No, not in this league. We don't talk about linebackers a lot in this league. We talk about 3-techs a lot more than we talk about linebackers. So that's that right there. The bloodline itself, though, I would put at the linebacker spot. Well, at least two of them, because the way they've been changing it, you know what I'm saying? You just put two linebackers there. Yeah. And I would put Solo over there. For sure. And Jimmy. And your cornerbacks, put whoever you want back there, because that defensive line is going to block it. You can put AJ Styles up there. You know what I'm saying? You can put AJ up there. You can put Dominic Mysterio over there. Finn Balor over there. Matter of fact, put Dominic Mysterio at safety. Put Finn over on the left side. Put AJ on the right side and all that. We just need another strong safety. I'll put LA Knight. I'll I'll put Dominic at the free and LA Knight at the strong safety. There you go. Now, y'all say, where's Jay? Jay the backup QB, y'all. He QB too.
Yeah, no, that's true.
He's just waiting for this motherfucker to get hurt. He's waiting for this motherfucker to get hurt so he go ahead and get his time.
It's like, hey, had the breakout season, got the starting job. Oh, but now QB1 is back. And literally that's what happened to him. That's what happened to him. They come back.
Because I was thinking about this on Friday. I think we were all wrong about the title run for Jey Uso. Mm-hmm. I think we was all wrong. I don't think it was that bad. I think the issue was there's just too many people around him. Mm. So how can he be successful if it's just too many people around him? It's too many storylines behind him. It's hard for you to be the center of attention when there's one over here, there's one over there. If anything, it's made Jay, to me, be a bit more underrated than he has been overrated or the way he at. Because you look at some of the run and you go, well, if they just put him in that spot, but I don't think they was ready for him to be at that spot.
Yeah.
He, in a sense, was like Ben Roethlisberger, his rookie year. Hey, man, we got this nice-ass defense. Running back situation is settled. Jerome Bettis right there. Wide receivers were decent. We got a great offensive line. Ain't nobody getting through. Mm-hmm. Tommy Maddox wasn't doing it for us, y'all. He old. He's long in the tooth. Hey, just don't fuck up.
There we go.
Manage the game. Jey Uso was treated as a game manager. Mm-hmm. If we want to use this QB1 shit,
yeah.
Cody Rhodes is being treated like Peyton Manning. He's being treated like Tom Brady. Jey Uso is being treated like a game manager. Mm-hmm. Come in the game, don't mess it up. When he gets back, we're going to turn it back over to him. We thank you for your services. If you get hurt, though, we got you.
Yeah.
QB2 is Jey Uso if QB1 is Cody Rhodes. And it's going to get to a point where I'll even go further. For the OGs that's watching, I'll go even further. Cody Rhodes is Joe Montana. Mm-hmm. Jey Uso is Steve Young. Mm. Steve Young, like, yo, I can start now. What are we doing? Why y'all got me behind Joe Montana? I know he's Joe Montana, but
bro, you came from Tampa Bay though. So.
Right, but I can sling that thing too, you know, dog. I can sling that thing too. He get hurt, fuck up his elbow. Hey man, Steve might got it.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna send his ass over to Kansas City. We're gonna send Joe over to Kansas City. We're gonna send him over to Kansas City. Steve Young. Now what? How many title reigns you said that Jey Uso was gonna have last week?
I said like 3 to 4. Oh,
no, you said this might be it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
As a starter,
I'm still coming down.
As a starter, Steve Young only got 1 Super Bowl, Jack.
That's true.
At some point, Joe Montana is going to have to move over and let Jey Uso or Steve Young gets his play. That's why there's quarterback 1 and there's quarterback 2.
Yeah.
And right now, Jey Uso is quarterback 2. He's not Brock Purdy. He ain't the last. He ain't Mr. Irrelevant.
Damn, already? Damn.
He ain't Mr. Irrelevant. Nah, if we want to go by what Michael Cole and WWE trying to tell us, there's a QB1, there's a QB2. And right now, they the 1988 San Francisco 49ers. Joe Montana, Steve Young. Steve Young think he go, but until they get Joe Montana ass up out of there, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Simple as that. He gets traded. He gets his ring. They get the monkey off the back. Shit. The end. He got his one as a starter. He got his one. All right, man. Goldberg versus Gunther is official.
Mm-hmm.
Goldberg out here walking like my daddy. Not necessarily a limp, but old nigga walk.
Yeah, for sure.
Why are we doing this?
Listen, and for it to not be in Saudi Arabia, I don't know why. I have no clue why we're doing this. This isn't this ain't a match that Gunther needs. And this ain't a match that's gonna make Goldberg look like an incredible wrestler. Because literally, to your point, all the respect to your pops always and forever, his walk to the ring let me know he ain't got it. Like, I don't know why we doing this. He didn't even have the breath control for that promo he cut.
Man, I thought he gonna have a heart attack doing the goddamn promo.
Bruh.
I'm like,
oh.
I'm like, is he okay? Like, he about to pass out.
Yeah, so
you're next.
No, it's like, no, it looks like you're now. Like, what is happening? We need to get somebody need to.
Yeah.
Hey,
Gunther.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen.
You're next.
Be on it.
Hey, Trip. Hey, Paul. You sure y'all want to do this? I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like, why you doing the X for, man? I was just talking.
It's like, oh no, we thought we needed assistance. I'm sorry, we thought we needed the EMTs to come down.
We thought you was about to pass out, fam. Did you see how red your face got? And you weren't embarrassed. Thought it was some shit that's gonna happen. Look, am I wrong in saying the only way this could end in a way that is exciting is if actually Goldberg wins, but get cashed in on?
Man, listen.
Because if Gunther, you just said it. What does this do for Gunther if he wins? What? This match is as much as a no-win situation that I've ever seen in wrestling. There's no way that Gunther comes out of this and we'd be like, "Hey, Gunther, two-time world champion. Hey, this looks good on your resume." No, there's no situation in this match where if Gunther wins, I'm like,
yeah. I mean, listen, the word. Well, I mean, we saw it, especially if you talk to and you love Bret Hart. Listen, whether it was peak or plateau athleticism, Goldberg was hurting people then. Like, he was an unsafe wrestler in his heyday. Now he can barely breathe. He walking a little cripple. And we want to put him in a match with premier talent in 2025. I don't get this. Like, speaking to the dark side of the ring point, I don't want the story to be Gunther chops him and it's a heart palpitation, and then all of a sudden he died in the ring, and so now Gunther is he's traumatized and he retired, and it's the career that never happened the way it was supposed to. So I'm sitting here like, make this make sense. Like, literally that, like, you can't tell me that Goldberg at his age and this time in wrestling that he is that big of a draw that he's needed on any program against premier talent. You can't explain that to me.
Yeah, again, it's no win situation.
Yeah.
This is the epitome of what is the point of this for Gunther? To lose.
Yeah.
And for Seth to cash in. Look, this is so much of a we don't need this shit that I'm more afraid for Goldberg if he gets chopped in the chest.
Telling you, heart palpitations.
Like,
man, you know, hey, this is wild, and I know y'all might think I'm tripping, but just go back and watch. Patterson and Briscoe were in better shape as the Stooges than Goldberg looked on Monday Night Raw. They look to be in way better condition, just physical mobility. And they took bumps.
You know, if we're going to do that, then Mae Young too, to be real. But, you know, when you in the doctor and they tell you, hey, man, that dude look like he in peak physical condition, right? Like, yeah. But it's cholesterol. That's what I'm looking at Goldberg. But it's cholesterol. Like, that's
right.
Like, you looking like, okay.
You know?
Okay. Right. He walking kind of slow. It's a little hitch in there, but then he got to talking, and I was like, but the cholesterol. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just about 7 less T-bones, and we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, like, put some fruit in your diet. Put some green juice or something. And look at me. I'm fat. Far be it for me. But yeah, Danny said it. Before this match happens, he needs a detox.
Yeah.
He needs a
mad
detox.
Parasites, bro.
Because right now, man, Apollo Creed looked like to be in better shape before he fought Drago. And we saw what happened there. Man, Gunther lay that big ass hand on his chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's what all you're gonna hear. It's
right.
like, it's gonna be like,
right.
Like, whoa.
Man.
Oh, and bro. Right. We supposed to expect him to jackhammer him? No. See? Hell no. Nah, you saw what happened to Undertaker.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, there were some jackhammers that were not safe 10 years ago. And that was really 2015. He damn near broke somebody's neck then. That spot can't happen. That spot cannot happen. So either Gunther's going to agree to a no contest, or he's agreeing to job to the spear. Ain't no way that jackhammer can happen.
Look, here's part of no-win situation, Camp. Here's part of no-win situation, Camp. We see how this Mark moving. See how he moving?
Man.
Jey Uso speared him a couple of times, a couple of Mondays ago, and lost. You mean tell me he gonna win with that slow ass spear? No, that 8-bit ass spear. Like, no, fam. Like, no, we're at 8K now, fam. You're not about to beat me with this 8-bit ass spear.
Yeah, you ain't gonna like running out here like Day Daddy and next Friday. We're not doing that.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. Like, and he gonna have to do it once. He can't do it twice.
Yeah.
Like, nah, that's the man. Man, I tell you, boy. I tell you, only way this works for me is if Seth Rollins the match don't even finish. Yeah. It's Gunther's down, Goldberg's tired, not down, tired.
Right, right.
And then you hear burn it down, and Seth don't even run.
Yeah, he's just like, you know what?
Seth don't even
I wanted to come out there and do his full regular intro. I wanted to come out there dancing and then have everybody singing. It's like, yo, because like one, this is more entertaining than that. Let's keep it real. And then you can be like, hey, look here. Yeah, we catching it in. You don't even have to hurry. This will be easy. Like, look, we taking our time. We're being cool. And hey, and look, and why are they doing that? Let Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker lay everybody out, ruin the match. Because you don't need the match to cash in. So, and then be like, yeah, no, we doing this. We got all this out the way. Let's end this segment on a good note, which is me with the belt. Get out of here.
That's it. I don't want, like, we know we're not gonna see no drop toe holds. Gunther's tweet was amazing. I guess I got 3 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, hey, whatever. What y'all want to do?
What y'all want to do? Well, this is what I want. Gunther, I want you to lose on some fluke shit. Get hit in the head with hit the messed up thing. Like, outside of Jey Uso, who got beef with Gunther enough to cost him the belt? Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
So we got to find somebody that's going to have beef enough with him to be like, hey, I'm going to cost you the belt because I don't like you. AJ Styles going up against Dominic Mysterio. Hey, it can't be him.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta find somebody to manufacture beef with Gunther
Yeah.
in order for Gunther to lose this belt. So outside of that, nah, just shit.
And hell.
Right. Like, I just need Goldberg just to do this. Ooh, shit, indigestion. Oh, that's it. Like, that's it. I just want, what's his name? I want Michael Cole to tell us that he was taken down by indigestion.
Man, hey.
He gave him a spear. Chest got a little tight. Like, oh, Dragunov. I don't know when he coming back. Maybe Dragunov. There we go. You know what, Danny? There you go. Dragunov come through, cost him. Then Goldberg spears him, and he falls down to one knee. Oh, cholesterol.
Like, I think he's having a mild stroke in the ring. We need to get the EMTs out here.
Yeah, that's it. Like, hey, one more time. That's it. One more time. Indigestion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. You got to get it. What's that? You got to get a Pepto-Bismol in order to get back in this match. That's how Goldberg looks. And Russ, I don't care for that feud. I don't care for Kaiser versus Gunther feud.
You know what? I think there's a better way to build him up. So I wouldn't want to see that. I'm actually looking forward to what they have. They have for him, because obviously, and I don't think it's because of Tiffany Stratton either. But I think he over. I think he more over than we realize, and they just not really pressing the button on nothing for him.
Hey, again,
I mess with Kaiser though. I thought you meant Ludwig Borga, and I was like, no, he in hell. My bad.
No.
Ludwig Kaiser's my guy though.
Look, man, I'm gonna say this one last time. Spear from Goldberg. Spear. Goldberg fell to his knee. Probably a little gassy after last night.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. In a perfect world, Seth Rollins does that, cashes in, and then Bret Hart music play at the end.
Matter of fact, there's your answer. There's your answer.
You know what I'm saying? He come out there picking black.
Who hates Goldberg enough to cost him the match? Bret Hart.
You know what
Bret,
know
we
what
need
I'm saying?
you.
Let's go,
Bret, we need
Bret.
You. Come on, let's go, Bret. Let somebody, a Hart family member, Natty. Where's David Hart Smith at? Where's David Hart Smith? Where's Teddy? Is Teddy still around? Is he sober?
Teddy Hart.
Call Teddy. Where's Owen's son? Somebody. We need somebody to cost Goldberg this match. We need a Hart Foundation member. Or
even Davy's son. Somebody. Pillman's son. Somebody.
I said David Hart. Matter of fact, Brian Pillman's son. Where's Brian Pillman's son?
Man, hey, overdue. We need homie too.
Yeah, we just need somebody to cost him the match. Or just scare him. Oh shit!
Hey, listen, he's definitely one shout away from having a Carl Winslow moment at the garage. You know,
fam, if I had the music, fam, if I had the music, I would have played it. And we're not wishing anything on. We're not wishing anything on Goldberg. We're just saying that's how he looked on Monday.
Yeah. Yes. These are not wishes or aspirations. These are assessments. This is just assessments. We've lived long enough to see, like, oh wait, hold on, this don't end well sometimes.
Right. And in our assessment, he looked like Rocky after Rocky 4. He looked like Rocky on Rocky 5 when he was like, yo, call Adrian. He was sitting in the showers. Goldberg looked like that during the promo. Like,
yeah, man. That did not look good.
I gotta look like this on NBC. Shit, man. I hope you're on the treadmill. All right, man. Before we talk about our predictions, though, Liv Morgan is out indefinitely after hurting her shoulder. and some freak ass shit that happened in the match between her and Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
Is there a woman? Yeah, well, see, Russ. Nah, hold on. See, Russ, you almost got banned. Russ, you almost.
No.
We will ban you here on Barbershop.
Yeah. Hey, Russ, man. Hey, man. Nothing but respect to you, my brother. But we don't do Goldberg booking here, bro. We don't.
No.
We definitely don't do 2 Goldberg bookings. I'm sorry. We don't do 2 Goldberg bookings on this platform. We already booked for him, and they're not doing what we said to get him out of here and lay him out the pasture. But we definitely not booking him against the real future of the business either. We're not doing that.
And you trying to put him in a match versus Brian Breaker? Bam. You know Brian Breaker versus Goldberg is like you playing Mario Kart against your little brother. When you just lap his ass a couple of times. We don't need Goldberg to die. You know, we just had the whole conversation. We was joking and shit about how indigestion or that one. Indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Like how one of those 3 things could take him out before he goes up against Gunther.
Yeah.
And you want him to die versus Brian Breaker? See, you might get put on timeout.
Man.
But for you to suggest Brian Breaker versus Goldberg at SummerSlam?
Dude.
Nah, fam.
I don't even want to see. Them in the middle of the ring, and they got the time. That's terrible. That's the shot of a lifetime if he gets speared by Brian Breaker, being that old.
Yeah,
with that poor breath. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, that man gonna come out the ring looking like Ric Flair now if you do that shit. Like, we ain't gonna do that. Is there a woman on the main roster that can benefit with Liv Morgan being out?
Yes, absolutely. So, and
Russ, they family, and that I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry for cussing. I don't give a damn if they family and I can see them doing that. I like a lot of my family. I'm not gonna do business with them.
That also don't help. It like just nothing about the moment is gonna help them, and that's what I don't. Again, they gotta show me the numbers. Goldberg can't be that big of a draw right now. He can't be. I just don't see the benefit.
White man, I don't 1834.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, it's like, dude, eventually Tanner needs to know that his dad can't whoop everybody ass because it's a new day out here.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking at right now.
Look, man, Gage, go take your ass to Colorado and play linebacker. But then you should be in spring practice or summer practice. Don't come to whatever Saturday night's main event it's gonna be. You look, take that WWE and the NIL money and take your daddy on a vacation. Nobody want to see that shit. Nobody give a damn about. Look, okay. Let me ask this question first. I'm gonna bring something back to the Do We Care segment.
All right.
Is there a woman that could benefit from Liv Morgan being out?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And I know the obvious probably choice is going to be Roxanne Perez, but I think she's a benefit anyway. It was just more about lifting her firmly over some more. I like that entendre. But for me, the person with the biggest opportunity where we sit right now is Lyra. Lyra has the biggest opportunity. She was being overshadowed by a tag team champion who we thought was probably going to get the women's champion again, not the mid-card belt. And if you got a situation where you're now in a program, so to speak, with Becky and Bayley, their job is to put her over. And essentially, without Liv being in the way, that push gets even greater because now you got to book her, Roxanne. You got to book her, potentially Bianca Belair You know what I'm saying? If this gets done right. But I think the biggest thing is that you got that pocket of women that still need to go through Io Sky, and as Io Sky gets better, she's getting even more. So, but we'll see. We'll see.
Kairi Sane. I think she would benefit the most, especially since it happened during their match. Roxanne Perez. We'll get into predictions in a second.
Facts, Russ.
But yeah, I believe in this case it's Kairi because how everything is set up. That would be the person I think that could benefit the most, along with Raquel Rodriguez as well, because with her, with Rhea Ripley costing her the match, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing those two women go head to head with each other.
I definitely want to see that match, but unfortunately, is Raquel now the character that's needed for her own segment?
That's the answer, nah.
Yeah, see, and I would say where we've been unsure about that for Raquel, Lyra had somewhat of a flash of, I won't say greatness, but she had a flash of I give a damnness. It's like, oh wait, hold on, you might do something that makes me care later, and I don't think Raquel's done that yet at this level.
Yeah, I think she could give the chance. I think she could get the chance. Remember, she was being put in the prime spot along with Rhea and Bianca.
Facts.
So we'll see what happens there. All right, let's go to Night of Champions. And let's start with the newly announced matches. Let's start with a match that just came out of nowhere: Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Now, real life would suggest that AJ Styles will become the new Intercontinental Champion. But this ain't real life. Who wins, Dominic or AJ?
Yeah, Dirty Dom. Hey, listen, I don't have him letting go of that belt anytime soon. So yeah, spoiler alert, y'all. Every PLE until 2026, I'm picking Dom. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't even. It was kind of surprising when this match popped up.
Yeah.
So
this is just to show that that Dom can really wrestle.
Yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm with you. Dominic Mysterio for the win. Yeah. Jacob Fatu versus Solo. Does Jacob Fatu lose the belt and got to chase Solo? I'm gonna say yes. I'm going to pick the upset here.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick the upset and say Solo is going to be the winner in this match. I think that Jacob chasing his cousin works in this case. And low key, I don't think Friday helped Fatu. I don't think there's been a lot of blemishes, if any, on Jacob Fatu. But Friday did not seem. Friday, I was like, huh. And I looked at Solo like, okay, I could see you winning and Jacob having to fight you at SummerSlam. Transitional, help him out. So yeah, I'm gonna pick the upset here. I'm gonna pick Solo.
Well, I was picking Solo, but I didn't think it was an upset. To be real, I think the story that they are telling is greater than the title. And so with that being said, I still do think that Solo still needs the receipt. He needs the ROI for everything he did the last 3 years. I think winning the US title is that ROI. Not that I can't see Jacob Fatu with a title where I don't think he's a champion or anything like that, but quiet as kept, the work Solo's been doing has been really good. And he's really moving like a guy that just needs a belt, because that was he made the Ula Fala even more important to me than I felt it needed to be. even though I knew he wouldn't go and keep it. So I think this is a chance for the man to make the title. I think Solo's in the prime position to do that. And so, yeah, I'm picking him to win. And that's not to say I don't think highly of Jacob Fatu. It's just that for the U.S. title, the U.S. title needs Solo more than it needs Jacob Fatu.
John Cena, CM Punk, Night of Champions. In 2011, it was CM Punk. Now we're into the summer of Cena. I'm going to pick Cena, of course. There's no way in the world that I feel like there's a chance that CM Punk is going to win this. So I'm gonna go with John Cena here. Who you got?
I'm also going John Cena. Hey, listen, man, the most devastating finisher in wrestling today is the belt to the face from the corner. I don't think that will change. And also, hey, listen, I think now the crowd is overly invested in the dominant by any means run of John Cena.
Okay. All right, let's go to the king and queen of the rings. Let's start with the queen of the ring, Asuka, a returning Asuka, versus Jade Cargill or Roxanne Perez. That winner will be determined on Monday. And then we have the winner versus Asuka at Night of Champions. Who you got for both? Who you got in Jade Cargill versus Roxanne Perez? And who you got in the match versus Asuka?
Man, so I won't lie. I really thought Jade Cargill was going to win this tournament, just overall. But now that would look crazy to me. You have to explain how she beat Roxanne and Asuka. You'd have to explain that. And now I just don't believe in it. So I'm gonna go with the low hanging fruit here. I'm gonna go with the massive put over that Michael Cole has been doing. I'm saying Roxanne beats Jade. I'm saying Roxanne beats Asuka. I'm saying that Roxanne becomes the queen of the ring because it literally does look like they are setting her up for tier behavior for 2020, all 2026.
I'm going to go with Jade because it fits my guarantee of if Jade wins, Naomi has the belt, and between. I don't think that on SmackDown Friday, Naomi's going to cash in.
Okay.
Now, I'll get into that in a little bit. I think there'll be a tease of that. But I have Jade Cargill winning. And now that Liv is out, now that Liv is out, I have Asuka winning Queen of the Ring. Because Naomi will cost Jade the Queen of the Ring.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna cost somebody. This feud is not over. This feud, I don't think, is gonna end with Jade wrestling somebody at SummerSlam. I still think the Jade and Naomi thing is not over. Now, unless Naomi wins next Friday and it sets up her versus Jade, I don't know if they're going to do that. Okay. That's what I want to happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
That's what I want to happen. But I don't feel like they're going to pull that trigger yet. I could be wrong. But to me, that's what should happen. Jade Cargill wins Queen of the Ring. Naomi goes over on Tiffany Stratton or Nia Jax, which easily sets up those two. If you're easily doing that with Seth Rollins, do it for her. Just don't know if that's going to happen. So I have Asuka winning Queen of the Ring. King of the Ring, Randall Keith Orton versus either Jey Uso or Cody, who wins between Jey and Cody, and who becomes the King of the Ring.
I got Cody winning again. Just look, they call him the quarterback. It's hard for me to say that Cody is going to lose, especially against Jey Uso. That's a heat check. I think the manner in which he wins, though, might become a little questionable. Like somebody's going to feel a way about the loss and the win for sure. But I also do believe, though, that with Cody, about how I don't care if I got to go through this, that, the third, or whatever. Cody had the look on his face. It's like, oh, so he thinks, okay, I'm tired of thinking with my ass. Cody really had that look on his face, like, so you just know you're gonna do it and go face John Cena. So I'm picking. I don't be Rhodes again. I thought this was to tell something for Sami. Do not lie. But it is hard for Rhodes be the quarterback that he can't beat Jey Uso clean, honestly. That he won't. But he may use just to do so. But I got Cody Rhodes either way.
Well, that means we will have Cody Rhodes going up against who? John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am also picking Cody Rhodes here, and it's going to be the OG versus the YN and Cody. and Cody's going to go over on Randy Orton. So we're both on the same page here.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes going over on Jey Uso and on Randall Keith, which sets up the rematch between him and John Cena at SummerSlam, where
with no
if that happens, ladies and gentlemen, that's when the double turn happens.
Yep, for sure.
That's night when the double turn happens.
Book it, night 2.
Yeah,
night 2 SummerSlam.
All right, before we get out of here, because we got a couple of joints for this one, and I think for some of these, Camp is really going to enjoy this segment.
Yeah, let's talk about some of this.
All right, Night of Champions in the Middle East. We saw what happened last night. It's going crazy in the world. Trump and sent some things over to Iran.
Yeah, man.
Iran said it ain't safe for no American. So do we need Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia?
Man, to be real, no. However, I don't see TK. I mean, Night of Champions in the Middle East. I think everything America should be with you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not about to turn this into a political podcast and act like I know so much, but that didn't look good, and that wouldn't have moved for the summertime. Not for the first week in the summer. That wouldn't.
Don't like to go where they shooting at.
Bro.
The end. I don't care how much money is that. I don't like to go where they shooting at. That's just me.
Facts. I still ain't been to Georgia on Saturday night.
There you go. So now that Liv Morgan is out, they could either put Roxanne Perez in that position, or they could hold the tournament to determine who's the new tag team champions. B-Chin and B-Fab has stated that they had something to say. I think we got other women that could tag up. However, can Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss make us care about the women's tag titles?
Collectively, no. I mean, should we barely care about Charlotte Flair? Yeah, that's all I need. We barely care about Charlotte Flair. And Alexa Bliss is unfortunately becoming collateral damage on what was one of the more anticipated returns of this year. So no, not at all. I'm actually, my money is on B-Fab and Meechin actually in this situation.
Man, they don't put them tag titles on them white women. We know that. Hey, I forgot to add this last week, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't care about Jim Ross and WCW no more.
Is this over?
I was watching some shit, and he was talking about some shit that dude did as a kid. Like Jim Ross in WCW and the beginning of WWF gave us the most nonsensical ass news on a wrestler ever. Like, this man really in the pay-per-view talked about how Tom Zink won or was in punt pass kick competitions as a kid. Why? Why?
Hey, listen. Hey.
Why?
Hey, listen. I don't know why, but listen. What I'm not gonna do is go against my word. Probably on the show 3 years ago when I was like, "Yo, Jim Ross was solo dolo body in WCW Saturday Night by himself," and I'm not wavering from that because of the random stuff that he just used to tell me about wrestlers. I bought the Tom Zink wrestling.
Man, I was sitting there like, what the fuck about this man being in punt pass kick competitions? Man, if you don't fight, if you don't fight Brad Armstrong,
trying to show you what kind of athlete he is.
Man, if you don't fight Brad Armstrong, hey, Jim Ross be like, oh man, PN News.
Hey, yo.
Back in Brooklyn, he used to rap on the corner.
You know what I'm saying?
And one day he met Curtis Blow, and he signed into a record deal. It didn't work out.
Saying?
And then he entered the USFL. Like, what the?
You know what I'm saying? Jim Ross can tell you where you got your rat tail style in the 80s. You never know.
Like,
you never know.
Hey.
I love Jim Ross in WCW, man.
Ranger
Sorry.
Ross got his hair cut for the first time, 6 years old, at Herb's Barbershop in Chicago, Illinois, on the west side.
Hey, you never know. Hey, somebody listen to me like, oh, hey, I thought I seen dude. I thought I seen dude over there.
Hey, man, fuck that. I want to hear this shit.
Man.
Hey, who was the Paul Pierce of wrestling farewell tours? For those who might not understand what we're talking about here, you know, when Draymond Green told Paul Pierce, you thought you tried to get a farewell tour. What you thought you was Kobe? Who's the Paul Pierce of wrestling farewell tour?
Man, oh, that's
is
rough.
it Goldberg?
You know what? Well, it would be Goldberg if he stayed gone. Like, it would have been him. Retirement. You know what? Low key. Probably Batista though.
What?
It's probably Batista. No, seriously, because Batista was the man. He was definitely the man. He definitely got chips under his belt. He comes from good legacy with Evolution. But at the end of the day, he cut the promo about retiring. People cheered. He came back and run the Royal Rumble. They booed him out the building. It's gotta be him. It's like, bro, okay, we thought you left. They was like, oh, why'd you come back? They started calling him Boo-tista and Blue-tista on Twitter that day. They were like, why are you here? You told us you were leaving. Why you even got trunks anymore? Yeah, I'm picking Batista.
It's Goldberg. Like, it's Goldberg because he's pushing, like, he's openly pushing for it.
Yeah.
Anytime I see Goldberg, I'm like, man, you pushing for this farewell too? Who you thought you was, Kobe? Thought you was John Cena? Nobody care about this farewell too. You got T-shirts talking about some one last ride or something. I don't care.
Oh, he got merch?
Yeah, he got merch.
Oh, okay. No, it is him then. I'm sorry. Hey, look, because I didn't even know it was out. This is breaking news to me, and I definitely don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that little 3/4 baseball shirt he had on is available on WWE Shop right now.
Hey, man. Listen, I was so worried about his breath control. I didn't even see the shirt. I gotta watch it over again.
You care about a farewell too? You thought you was Kobe? That's why I'm looking at Goldberg.
Yeah, they don't love you like that.
They don't love you like that at all. All right, I gotta put some rap in here.
Yeah.
And I gotta put some rap in here just to mess with you.
Hey, listen. Because I blame you.
I said to myself this morning, who would have ever thought that I would be defending Nas from Jim Jones?
Hey.
Jim Jones versus Old Marks. Who you got?
Right. Every old mog. Like, hey, see? But see, hey, listen. This is where believing your own hype goes too far. Jim Jones is out here sounding like a lot of rappers that we met 20 years ago that tell us that they was the hottest dudes in Chicago and nobody has seen them. And then they were like, no, I need to get signed to Def Jam. I'm the hottest nigga in the city. It was like, I'm thinking like, oh man, so you signed to No ID or something? Like, who know? That's what Jim Jones sound like. But I blame people like Bang though for this. I blame Bang. I blame the Joe Budden podcast. I blame a lot of you niggas over the last 20 years that started at Church in the Streets or no, On My Way to Church. Everybody that started from On My Way to Church. And those 11,000 copies that he was slowly distributing out to y'all and y'all capping for him. This is why he feels he can talk like this. He literally got on a platform that was visible to more than 4 people and said that his Billboard stats rivals some of the greatest hip-hop acts of all time. And he was so loud and wrong that he hasn't even addressed it.
Camp,
I blame y'all.
I've never said that Jim Jones was top in anything. I just said he gives enjoyable music. I don't blame niggas like me. I blame, if anything, no. Jim Jones reminds me of a dude who lost his virginity at 30 and now all of a sudden he want to start fucking everybody. Like Jim Jones, as much as I'm a fan of Jimmy, he got on late. So I think that he is making up for lost time, not realizing that you can make up for lost time all you want to. You're still not at the level of them niggas. And hey. I blame, but I do agree with you to the point. I don't know why. I swear to you, this is not I don't know why I blame Drake for this.
Hey, no,
I blame Drake for this. But I blame, it's like no real reason, but I blame Drake and LeBron James stans. I blame people who don't look at stats or numbers. And I also blame those I listen to track number 5 ass people.
Hey.
I blame them. I blame those people who just listen to the singles. They be like, oh, like, I blame people who don't dance in the club no more.
Yeah, that too. Them, hey, they
like,
blame.
I blame all of those people. I blame people who don't like accountability or want to hold people accountable. I blame all of those people. Like when Jim Jones came out and said that Drake was the greatest of all time and all that stuff, you can feel that way all you want to. But when he starts saying all of the other stuff and all of those young people start jumping on, I blame young people too. Like at some point you got to tell an old nigga he old.
Yeah.
Like, cause Jim Jones also reminds me in some cases the dude that don't got rank, but he be with the young niggas.
Right.
And he forced to work with the young niggas sometimes. And I enjoy Jim Jones' music. Like his verse on I'm Ready is the best verse on the song. I've gotten so inebriated to that song so many times that is one of my favorite songs of all time. I like Summer in Miami. I don't like balling. I am not a balling guy. Let me just let you know that now. I am not a balling guy. I am not. There's a lot of Jim Jones songs that I do like, but I would never, ever, 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 ever say that he's competing with certain people. Like Jim Jones is in that.
Your fault too.
Huh? Like Jim.
I was gonna say no, Charlamagne, your fault too. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Like Jim Jones is in that group of people that you don't rank against anybody. They just create enjoyable music, and you just don't put them. You don't put them as greatest of all time. You just be like, yeah, they make music over there. That's it though. I'm very disappointed at that. Like, that's just me. So, but I had to bring that up in here. Just because.
Yeah, no.
I
No,
know.
for sure. Hey, listen, no, this was important to do, because hey, look, Charlamagne the God, this is your fault too. Hey, listen, I'm talking to anybody that had a very great platform that was big enough or a loud enough voice to throughout the times of releases and remixes and whatever, and everybody that took their trips to Miami. Like, if y'all ever champion Jim Jones, you're the reason why he really thought he had like certified gold and platinum plaques for songs and albums. He's literally delusional. He don't even Google himself, and that's the problem.
Really?
But the thing is, if the community, if the world is speaking so loud, why should he? But salute to the internet for the internet.
Don't do that, Russ. Don't do that,
nope.
Russ.
Don't
do that.
Nope. Hey, see, look, hey, I don't like Memphis Bleak slander. Memphis Bleak has 3 gold albums. and he got some bops. So we will not do that to Memphis Bleak. Memphis Bleak, I tell you, I've said this before. I will say it on our platform, the First Black Champ podcast. Everybody that's not Jay-Z, they are like the 2002 and 3 Pistons. You can argue that Rasheed Wallace is Beanie Siegel, but you can't really say that Chauncey Billups and Rip Hamilton one was far greater than the other one. So that's Bleak and Freeway, or you could put Tayshaun Prince could be one of the Young Guns, or both of them at that point. But the problem is, everybody's slider overall is 85. You like the voice of one, the charisma of one, but everything else is level. That is the most balanced roster ever, but Bleak sold the most. We will not disrespect Memphis Bleak.
We will not disrespect Memphis Bleak on anything Barbershop Network. Because even if Scott tried to do it, Scott know I whoop his ass. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. All right. We're not gonna slander Memphis Bleak. Jim Jones is in the category of Jim Jones is in the same category of, we're talking about rap, all right? We're talking about rap. Jim Jones is in the same category of niggas like Jermaine Dupri for me. Like, they ain't got to rap, but they might give you a bop or two. You know what I'm saying? But you're not saying Jermaine Dupri is one of the top 10 greatest rappers out in 1999. Not doing it. Just because he gave you money in the just because he kept up with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
In 1999, we're not about to say. Dr. Dre, like, we're not about to, like, when people be like, Dr. Dre is at the, no.
It can't happen.
Like, Jim Jones is in them category of niggas, all right? We're not gonna do that.
Like, maybe Sheik Luch and Tony Yayo, maybe.
Tony Yayo, not Sheik Luch.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and that's why I said maybe Sheik.
But Tony Yayo, yes.
Because Sheik definitely ascended far greater than what I expected. And then when you go to look back, it's like, okay, yeah, he's just not Jada. He's just not Styles. But you put Sheik in a lot of other trios, he's probably the best rapper in that trio.
Yeah, like Alchemist. Like, we're not gonna be like, yo, Alchemist got a whole bunch of bars, you know.
Yeah, it's like,
but hold you down. They hold you down. Hey, he cleaned up.
Yeah, fire. Yep. I'm with you.
Next show, we might have to do a rapper version of the worker. We might have to do the rap version
that's gonna be awesome.
The retail worker. All right, man. Look, man. Great show. Hey, real quick, next week is a couple of matches. First of all, let me say this before we get out of here. I am tired of the Street Profits getting disrespected and not being on PLEs defending their titles.
Yeah, man.
I'm tired of this shit. However, next week on SmackDown Friday, we have Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax, last woman standing match for the WWE title. I'm not sure we're going to get a cash in on that, y'all. I'm just not sure. Zelina Vega versus Julia for the Women's United States Championship. I think Julia's going to win that. And the Street Profits versus the Wyatt Six for the WWE Tag Team titles. How do you feel about those 3 matches?
I don't love the card at all. And the only thing potentially new that I could even foresee happen is Julia winning the U.S. title, or the U.S. title. But I honestly, at this point, they could do 3 title changes, and I would look at it as just a hard reset as they're going into the summer, and I'm not necessarily mad at that, especially if they're going to do the profits the way they're doing the profits. It's just like, man, give the belts to whoever then. If this is how we treating them, that's how I feel.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just, hey man, they got to put them on the PLE, fam. Stop playing. Like this whole we gonna put y'all on SmackDown Friday is irritating me. But I would not be surprised if they lost these belts either, Russ. Just because I think they're gonna try to do something a little bit more with the Wyatt Six. I got Street Profits, but I wouldn't be surprised. With that being said, man, Camp, end us off, fam.
All right, man. So, man, hey, man, we appreciate y'all as every week checking out the First Black Chat podcast, man. Hey, you know what? Everything is as a part of this community, whether we agree with your takes or not, man, we appreciate it, especially every Sunday, man. All of you guys have been rocking out with us every single week, and it's been a pleasure. All of your contributions, whether it be likes, comments, shares, rumor, innuendo, questions, funny sayings, or helping us find out who are the workers and the position players throughout the entire wrestling world, man. Listen, hey, look, it's greatly appreciated. Bang and I can obviously do this show without all of you, but your contributions to the FBC community make it that much more special. So we do want to say that if you ever want to talk about wrestling in an unconventional way, you do so by checking out the First Black Champ podcast. It's the pick with the VP, DOC, and we are out. F Johnny Wrestling.